For the 2019 Ram 1500, we had numerous design goals, interior, exterior, all the way down to the all-new logo that we created. So we wanted everything to be new from the ground up. So what the customers will notice on the 2019 Ram 1500 is proportions. That's first and foremost the thing they will notice from a distance. And a lot of that is due to the credit of the 4-inch larger crew cab, which translates into a longer wheelbase, longer overall length. Probably the second thing they'll notice is the 22-inch wheel, especially on the Limited. It stands out, it looks great. There is no crosshair on the new truck. It's an RAM grille on the front and a ram's head on the tailgate. I think it really freshens the design and kind of really moves it forward. Each price class has its own grille aesthetic. Some are variations of others, and then you have different colors and different finishes. If you go to the body side, especially on the two-tone, you can see the two-tone line has a interlocking shape with the body side molding and the shapes above. Same thing when you go to the rear. You can see it in the tail lamp design. It actually is kind of more of a horizontal statement in the headlamp design. I think it makes the truck look more integrated versus just a layering effect of different elements. When you look at the Limited and you look at the Rebel, we call them the Beauty and the Beast. And I got to thinking about the new aesthetic for the new Ram. It's brutish, but at the same time, it's beautiful, and so we kind of came up with Brutiful. Regardless of the material that it's made of, whether it's glass or plastic or metal or composite, aluminum, what have you, it looks like, you know, if it were to take a beating, it would survive. I jokingly say if you hit it with a sledgehammer, it would break the hammer. So we took that to heart and put that into the design of the all-new Ram, and we also put that into the logo also. So we wanted it to look unbreakable. It's all about more. It does so much more than today's truck and than what the competitive set does. So much more storage, more content, more feature. 22-inch wheels on the exterior, and you get a couple flavors of those. You have the Rebel, which has its own unique character. It looks so incredible, the aesthetics of that. 12-inch screen on the interior. The list just goes on and on and on about what this truck does. It's all about more.
This is our all-new Silverado 2019 model year. Now, if you would just excuse me one moment, I need to get a picture. And I need to be in it too. Okay, awesome. This is honestly the first time anyone outside our company has seen this vehicle. This is a sneak peek, and you will be the only people to see it before we actually reveal it to the world in Detroit in January. The next generation Silverado is poised to change, really change the face of trucks again. As you can see, it's strong, it's modern, but it's instantly recognizable as a Chevy truck. The new Silverado was shaped by our 3 truths about trucks that I mentioned earlier, because we know how much you depend on your truck. And the next generation Silverado will be subjected to the most aggressive testing ever in our history, because we know work comes first for you. The new Silverado delivers uncompromised capability and performance. For example, the new Silverado uses a stronger, roll-formed steel alloy for the bed floor, contributing to a cargo box that is both lighter and even more functional than ever before. Because we know you want the perfect truck for you, the new Silverado will offer more models and more engine transmission combinations and more features to help you find your ideal truck. Now, as I said, we will share more information about the new Silverado when it does make its public debut at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit this January. But we today wanted to celebrate with you and give you, the first people in the world, the sneak peek of this amazing, absolutely amazing new truck. Now, for those of you that are keeping track, that's exactly 100 years after we delivered the first Chevrolet trucks to our customers in January 1980.
Our top goals with the truck were honestly no compromises. That was a theme throughout the rest of the design of the pickup truck. From an interior standpoint, we really started with an exceptional interior already in our Ram truck. So honestly, it was easy from that standpoint. We had a good footing. Had a ton of stuff that over the years we have had input with customers on what's worked, what's not worked, and I think we've listened to that. Something we've been doing a lot lately. So as soon as you step into this vehicle, you're gonna open the doors. We actually got power side steps on the truck now, and so it's kind of an inviting feature to really step up inside this interior. Yeah, technology is definitely, it's one of my 3 keys, I think, for the interior development. And for us, it was something we had to not only absorb from designing the screens and the features like that, but we had to absorb it into the overall statement of the interior. And that 12-inch screen really looks at home in the environment. We have redundant controls on either side of the touchscreen. The navigation screen in that system, in that 12-inch screen, is amazing. It's full screen navigation, pinch to zoom. You have multi-touch gesture controls. And the Uconnect system itself can not only display the full screen, it basically takes almost 2 8.4 screens and stacks them on top of each other. Storage, it's one of the keys of this pickup truck. At the end of the day, the truck can look really beautiful on the outside and the inside, but it's still got to function as a pickup truck. So storage is definitely paramount. In the front of the compartment, we did a great job at creating this center console. It's one of the best features of the pickup truck. For me, there's a lot of flexibility with that. The customers can basically use it how they see fit to their needs. We also have on the passenger side an upper and lower glove box. That's a really decent sized space. The lower glove box is lockable. And in the rear of the pickup truck is a great space. It's really, for me, an area that our designers and engineers went crazy in terms of trying to find all the little nooks and crannies and make the space very functional. Really at the end of the day, every little place within this truck, every stone has been basically turned over and looked at with scrutiny. With all the capabilities that this group has in terms of making the best possible truck out there.
Materials engineering, one of our fundamental approaches is the right material for the right application. And that worked out very well in a vehicle like the new Ram 1500, where attributes like durability, strength, and those things are very important to the customer. If you think of steel in its most basic form, there's mild steel and it has a small amount of carbon and some alloying materials. So what we want to do is something as important as the frame of a vehicle. It carries the weight of the vehicle, performs in impact, needs to be durable as you're hauling, you're going off-road. That's where we go to the high strength or the advanced high strength steels. They're very complicated materials with complex microstructure and chemistry, tuned to the specific application so it gives you a specific performance. You get increased strength, but then you also get ductility, which is very important for things like forming the parts as you're stamping, drawing. One great example where materials was involved is the front upper control arm and the suspension. This is a hybrid design of the control arm that's unique from anything we've done before. It's basically a stamped steel structure that's overmolded with a structural plastic. It allows benefits from the standpoint of good performance. It's a weight save over the traditional control arm. We used splayed front frame rails and they're advanced high-strength steel that is